All right. How's everybody doing today? I hope well. I just released that demo record at 4 in the morning, and that was a mistake. It was supposed to go live after the stream today at 4 in the afternoon. But hey, doing it live, right? That's the saying. How's everybody doing today? Nograth, how you doing? Chrome Nuke, thank you very much for that that membership. I appreciate that. Chris, how you doing? 07s. Black Dragon, how you doing? Amdar, I'm doing well, thank you. 2 more days for the ship. I still got a few days. I've missed a couple here and there, unfortunately. Crusher, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I think I have 4 or 5 days left. Megla, what's up, buddy? How are you? So, fair warning, at some point this stream may go off the rails into a food stream because I am starving. I woke up late. We were up late doing raids in SOTOR. And just, I guess, a little story about yesterday. Well, 2 days ago we had just a crazy storm, like people's brick walls blown down, trees down everywhere, stop signs blown over. I don't even know how that happens. But the neighborhood was a mess. My yard was a mess, and it needed a good cut anyways. So, you know, I got everything together to go do it, and my lawnmower just wouldn't start. Super old one. So I ended up, looking for a new one. I was going to repair it, but it's so old, I just didn't want to mess with it. So I started looking at, my yard's fairly small, at least the grass part. And so I started looking into some battery-powered ones, which normally I'm not a real big fan of, but because, you know, my stuff's so small, it seemed like it makes sense. So I ended up picking one up, and that's kind of a side note on it. But it was like 112. I had to come inside and take like 5 breaks. It kicked my butt. I feel like every time I turn around, I'm being reminded that I'm getting older. But then on top of that, we were up late, and this is one of those days. I woke up like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I wanted to go live at least by 1, but it just wasn't going to happen. So I apologize for the later stream again. We got to get that schedule fixed. Dwayne, how you doing, man? Something hit my fence. The drunk driver hit your fence and the neighbor's car? Jeez. I remember back when I was in high school, the neighbors down the road, they were kind of on this like corner of the street. And one day I drove by, and the entire like front window of their house was blown out, and the drunk driver ran right into it. It's kind of crazy. Drunk, yep. Drunk driving's no good. Doing good? Awesome, Dwayne. Low Life Cat, hello. I don't think I said hello. I gave you a shout out here just a second ago, making sure that stuff all still works, and it does, thankfully. All right, let's start with just a couple channel notes, giveaway notes, and then we'll jump into the news. So there is currently a giveaway going in the Discord server, and this is from Martin again. Martin's our sugar daddy here. We really appreciate him. We're doing a giveaway for a prize pack T6 Infinity, and it's going to be your choice. So if you win, we'll get you hooked up with Martin. You'll be able to let him know which ship it is that you want out of that, and then he'll send that over. So you just need to join the Discord server, go to the giveaway tab. There's a link for that down in the description. Also, the gifted memberships is a thing that's been turned on YouTube, and if you're interested in receiving them, what you're going to need to do is go to the particular channel. In this case, obviously, I have mine up. And if you click on the join, it'll have it. Thank you for. Let me close that. It'll either have it down here, or if you click on these 3 buttons, mine doesn't have it because this is my channel and I'm logged in as me. But at the bottom, it'll say gifted subscriber settings. So you actually have to turn that on as a viewer if that's something that you want to be eligible to receive, if there's gifted subs given out. I know CasualSAB, he got quite a few last night on his stream, and not all of them have been claimed. So if you head over to his channel, I'll link it in a moment, and you turn that setting on, then you'll get one if there's still some waiting to be assigned. So just know that if you are, if you're a viewer and you want the potential to be able to get that, you will have to turn that function on for YouTube. It is not on stock. So you'll just click on the join button, click on the 3 dots, and it'll be at the bottom, and that'll turn that on for you. All right, let's close that. Let's take a look at the news. All right, we'll get to the ships here in just a moment. I found something interesting on those. So I'm sure most of you are aware, unless you haven't looked, there's been a couple videos put out about this sale. This sale was not announced. This popped up today. I checked yesterday and it was not listed. The date on the blog is for the 15th, which is when it should have gone live, but I think somebody just forgot to click make it live and change it from being a draft. So there's been a 25% off bundle sale and key sale going for the last, 4 or 5 days. Is this on both? Or is this just for the keys? Temporal anomaly, okay, blah, blah, blah. 20% keys, ultimate upgrade. This is just for the keys. Okay, so there's a key sale, but there's still not a blog post for the bundles. And we'll jump in game here. Let's just take a look so we can see that. So if you were looking to get a bundle, ship bundle, this includes the Muds Market as well. There's a pretty hefty sale happening right now that, as of right now, still hasn't been announced, and I believe it ends tomorrow. So if you're looking for any of the bundles for ships or any of the bundles or Muds Market stuff, there is a fairly decent sale going on those items. So it's not the individuals, it's just the bundles. So bundles in the Muds Market and just the standard bundles in the C store there. Martin, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So kind of weird that, promotional bundle goes out and there's no announcement. We were made aware, CasualSAB found it on I think the German language version of the website. It was listed there. So he's got a whole video up going through that. Amui, you're out of control, dude. But it's nice to see you. All right, so we got a key bundle and a ship bundle sale that is happening. Keys were announced and ship bundles were not. So let's make you guys aware of that. Next week, we have a Red Alert event happening. And you'll be able to run any of these TFOs here for, I think this one's longer than normal. I think this one is 5 days. And after completion, you will get a ultimate upgrade and a specialization point. I think last year they had also had in one of these for the Red Alerts, I think it was just a weekend one too, a X upgrade. I have a feeling we're not going to see a lot more of that, especially with the changes to the Phoenix boxes. That was nice. They were giving those out quite a bit there for a while. So this will go live on the 21st. That'll be next week. What's it, 4 days from now? 21st, 5 days from now, Thursday. That'll be live. So if you are interested in getting either of those or both of those prizes, I'll definitely run it. These you can run on repeats. You can farm some marks out of it. A lot of these TFOs, they used to be in the game. You could run them anytime, and they just bring them back for these Red Alert events. I really like them. Some of it's kind of nostalgia, from back when I first started playing the game, but they're pretty fun, and I really enjoy when they bring those back. We're going to look at the new ships here in just a moment. Let's look at console. So what do we got? So console's got a research and development event going that ends tomorrow. I'm not going to go through all the patch notes. And then they also have the adapted destroyer, Tal Shiar adapted destroyer coming in. and this is currently available in the Lobby store. It's a really cool looking ship. I don't have it. I think for the amount of Lobby and the specs on the ship, it's probably not a good bang for buck in terms of that side of it. But if you just want to fly around this ship, I think, like I said, it looks really cool. It's very unique. You really can't put a value on that because that is in the eyes of the beholder. So as normal, it's pretty thin on console, but that's just kind of the way it goes. Chris, yeah, those are super quick to run, especially like the Borg one. The longest part's just kind of getting around the map, and even with that said, it's pretty fast. These are all on normal mode. I don't think they ever made a harder mode. The Zenkethi one does have a fail potential, so if you're not interested in potentially having to deal with that, I would skip that one. I would like for them to do not a remake, but add some harder difficulties for, like, especially the Zenkethi one. I think that'd be really cool. So there's different objectives. You're having to stop the waves, and then there's torpedoes going towards the planet that you also have to stop, and it's a really fun TFO. Caleb, how you doing, man? Good to see you. That's right. The key that ended today, I think. So keys end today, and the sale on the ship bundles ends tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at these ships. I'm not going to go through all of these, the stats. Augmented Dictator has a good overview, first impression on this. I believe CasualSAB does as well. So these ships will be available on the 21st. You can buy them as a pack, which would also include a couple extra goodies, some titles, the mirror materials, and also a tier 6 token. Or you can buy them individually if there's one in particular that you're looking for. The the Cabot and the Bozeman, these designs have actually been in game for a while. They were tucked away in the skybox of Operation Wolf. I always call it Worf. I don't know why. And so these are the models have been in there for quite a while, because I remember doing a demo record of the Mir ESD, Terran ESD, and going out into the interior of it and looking at these. And back then I thought, man, these are really cool. I wonder when they're coming in, and I kind of forgot about them. I don't think that the Noble is in there. And why don't we just look at that real quick here, so we can get a better look at least at those two if you're maybe interested in getting them. Let me close this for a moment. I'll be right back in game in just a second. Let this load up. So this is a demo record environment here. So you can capture instances. I just slotted this as a private, and then did a demo record command for a few moments just so I could grab it, and then left. But what'd I click? I don't know how to make that go away. There we go. All right. So this one's closer, and I took some shots of this ship here. I think there might be another one around the back, because this is really dark, because I had took some shots of this, and it was a lot brighter. We'll have to go around the backside and take a look. Yeah, this model has been in game for quite a while. It's really dark over here. Let me look around the back. I think they're... Like I said, I have some shots of one that's a lot lighter than that. I used it actually for one of the stream thumbnails. Maybe they rearranged this in here. Here's the Cabot. I should have just turned on, I think lighting 1.0 probably would have made this brighter. They're pretty good looking ships. They're not a lot different from what we already have in game. This one just has the extra torpedo pods up top, which is kind of cool, but it's not that much different. Oh, but it's a good looking ship. I thought it was already a good looking ship before, but it just looks a little more aggressive with that on the top. So it doesn't look like they must have moved this ship. So like I said, I had some screenshots of this, and it was parked over where this Gagarin is. It was a lot brighter. I think this looks really good. Because there's already a version of this ship that has these pods, and it has like these arrays kind of look coming out. It looks kind of like, you know, cannons or something like that. It's not. There's some kind of arrays, and it looks pretty good. I really like this this mission pod they put on the top. It's kind of like the Lexington one, just kind of a scaled down version of it. But I think this ship looks really, really good. I really wish you could just buy skins, you know, for at least like if you already have, you know, one of these variants of the ship, it just unlocks the ability to buy skins, because I'm not real interested in the ship itself. I mean, like I said, I haven't really gone through all the specs. They don't look like anything amazing, but they look like decent ships. But I'm really just interested in, you know, the cosmetic, and I wish that you could just buy the cosmetic, you know. Do anything different underneath? God, it's so dark. Almost looks like a turret on the bottom. Anyways, when I saw those come out, I was like, those are already in game. I know I've looked at them. And this is where they were. The Noble I haven't seen anywhere else, so... Did a demo record video, but not like Zeph Films or MCStu. Yeah, the demo record stuff, it's not terribly difficult in terms of, like, you know, setting up paths and the mechanics of doing it, but especially when stuff starts moving, and I'm getting better, but the most of what I do is still, and a lot of times, like, you know, photographers or, you know, people that, you know, do film, like those camera movements, you know, there's certain things that you can do that give certain looks and effects, and that's just stuff I was just way outside of, you know, what I know about. I'm trying to learn on it, and so I'm going to keep doing it because I really enjoy making them. But Stargate, I'm pretty sure I saw you. How you doing? There you are. They tried the skin-only sale before, but it didn't do well. Really? Okay. That surprises me, because, I mean, pretty much every other MMO in the game, that's how it works. I guess, I mean, how much was it? I think a lot of the problem is, too, is that if they did do that, then people would buy a lot less in the way of ships and those kinds of things. It's so weird. You can't see the glass from this side, but you can see through the other side. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, so you can see through, but then if I turn around, you can't see in. Demo record's weird. Anyways, I'll fly around this forever. Stu2001, what's up, buddy? Hey, other Stu. All right, let's go ahead and close out of that. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about news related here is when I was looking at this, and you guys have probably seen this, but if you click on these, it takes you to a new website. And so it looks like they're going to be replacing the ARC website with PlayStarTrekOnline.com. So it looks nice. You know, it's got some interactive elements to it. It's got nice kind of you know, video going and stuff. Some of the background kind of moves around. It's just you know, it's a lot smoother. The factions, you know, if you're looking at the different stuff, you can kind of click on them. which is kind of nice. It also gives you a full list of all the celebrity voiceover actors and those kinds of things, which is kind of cool. Once you go into like the back end of it, like, so if you log in, sign into it, and you go to like your profile page, it looks exactly like the Arc one. It's just in lighter colors. So it looks like they're just migrating it over, and it looks like at least the forward-facing side, it's getting a full rework. The back end so far, it just looks like it has a slight update to the the color scheme and those kinds of things. There's some stuff that, if you click on news, it'll still keep you on that site. Last time I checked, if I went to, is it support? It drops you over to the ARC page. So it looks like they're in the middle of moving this around. Some of it pulls you back and forth, but none of it loops you or anything like that. So I didn't find anything broken with it or anything like that. But I think at some point soon we'll probably see the ARC website go away. Because if you look at like I don't know if I saved it or not. View all. So the main Gearbox page, it has all the different games. Then like each one, like, so if you click on Neverwinter, there's a new playneverwinter.com. So they've kind of separated out each game and then tied them all together on their main website here. So anyways, just a little bit of side news. It's not super important to the game itself, but at some point, if you're looking at these blogs and the different posts and stuff, it looks like that's all going to be moved over. And it's I'm glad to see that some of this stuff's being updated. The old site was getting a little bit dated looking, I think. You may need some actual sunglasses to read it. Yeah, it is pretty bright. It is pretty bright, and I'm finding like I use everything I possibly can on dark mode, and I'm finding it, especially when I work from home. Most of our interfaces we use, there is no option for that, and it just kills me. I do get my once a week kind of acclimation, with all the lights on me here. Yeah, it is pretty bright. Let's relaunch the game. And I'm interested to see, I pumped up the bitrate and went to 60 frames, back to close to where I was a few months ago before I started having problems, and it doesn't look like I've had any drop frames or anything, so that's good. That was really stressing me out when that was happening. Next week, this isn't an official announcement, I'll post it, but I'm planning on probably doing another Saturday stream where we do some colony sims and some TFOs. It'll be a much longer stream than these news and QA streams that I do on Sundays. So we're in need of provisions for, I think, both fleets. So I'll probably set that up for this Saturday. I just need to check with the wife and make sure I'm not missing something. Yeah, we're at that. Well, I mean, I guess that point comes a lot with building up the fleets, but those are like that one thing. It just feels like you're constantly out of, unless you're really pumping those. So we'll probably set up a schedule, Caliph, to do that like weekly. They may not all be involved with a live stream, but we definitely on both sides need to probably come up with a schedule so that we can make sure that stuff stocks, so we don't stall out at all. Yeah, this cure, I picked this up. I think it was under, because this is only the, I think the tier 3, is it? I got it for the demo record from the ship vendor for, I want to say it was under 10k dill. I think it was like 8 something. It's a good looking ship. I really like it. I believe that they do have an app to play STO on your phone. Really? I mean, I would assume that if you had some sort of software like a Shadow Play or something like that, that worked with phones, that might work. I don't see your phone being able to just handle... I mean, the phones are pretty powerful, but with the way that this game is built... All right, why don't we do this? I'm going to get some water. This Gatorade is not getting the job done. Why did that get held? I don't know why that emote got held. I think it's with some of the stricter things on there. If there is a Shadow Poet, you're asking for a link. Whoever's going to give that, it'll time you out. If you want to DM me it, I can post it in the chat here. Sorry, I'm getting alerts going off, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. There's the Discord link if you want to DM me on there. All right, let me grab a drink real quick, guys, and then we'll team up and run some TFOs, have a little bit of fun, and then I am gonna go make some food. We're gonna talk about that when I get back too. All right, guys, give me just a couple minutes, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. All right, let me change ships here. I don't know if this build will do very well. What do we want to take? I wonder if my Lexington is put together. gonna take the Janeway. I love that ship. Raw Addies YouTube channel, type in phone in the search. It'll be first video. Okay, I'll check that out. That sounds interesting. That reminds me, I really need to charge my phone. Got like 1% left on it. I'll do that later. Okay, and then something else I wanted to go over. So if you are a channel member and you have Discord and you link your Discord to your YouTube account, you will have access to the YouTube members page. And I think what we'll do for doing these TFOs, because you guys get priority for grouping, and the only really way I have to manage that, I think, is going to be through here. It'd be a nightmare to do through chat because your usernames are not going to be the same. So what we'll do is when we go to do TFOs, I'll have you just come to this page. I'll keep this page up off to the side here and just type in your tune name and @handle all together, and I can just copy it and then paste it into the invite to team. So I'll go through that first, fill up the team. If there's any that if there's any room left, then I'll go ahead and just pick randomly like I normally do. So if you want to get on these TFOs on stream here and you are a member, just go to the YouTube member page in the Discord, type your tune name and @handle all at one, and I'll just copy and paste that to the invite. Lord Arthas Frost, how you doing? Good to see you, man. I'm doing well. All right, there we go. So we got one. And let me make sure my loadout is not effed. I really feel like this row should have stuff in it. Oh, you know what? That's because this is set up for a side nuker. Let me switch over to the other one. That last build was set up for a Elite ISE, which Elite. Anyways, and so I would just go over to the right. One person would go to the gate, and then the other three would go to the left. And so that build was set up to be able to decloak and take down the one side by myself. Kind of useless after that because you just kind of alpha strike everything, and then it puts it all on cooldown. But anyways, that's what that was, if you were wondering. All right, let's go ahead and get a team together. Wrong button. That's one wrong button click. And I think what we'll do for this is a private. Okay, and I was gonna invite you, Jan, just from there because you've been here for like the whole time waiting. Grab you. Let's get a Romulan ship in here. And we will run another one. So if you don't get in on this first one, then let's take this little ship here. Which one is that? Whoa. I have the T5 fleet version of this upgraded on one of my other accounts. Got it linked now. Wolf Chris, if you put your username and or your tune name and @handle, I got one more slot if you want to get invited. Augie, why is it... Oh, it's because you said the B word. Discord user Wolf Chris 76. I'm not sure what your name is here in YouTube. I'm assuming you're here. If you are and you want in on this, I'm gonna give you another few moments here to put your tune name and ad handle in Discord. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and pick somebody else that's sitting here. If there's a little bit of a delay and you don't get in on time and you put it in, I'll pick you up on the next one. I see you're typing, so I'll wait a second. Caliph, you have to go into like your settings in Discord, and then you will you'll just link your, you'll see let me look here real quick. I'm on streamer mode, so I may not be able to access this here, but I think it's either in accessibility or I'm gonna have to dig and look. But you can, it's in your personal settings. You just have to link your, it'll be one of those things where you like click on the YouTube icon in Discord, and it'll pop up, and you'll, pick your account, username, all of that, and then it should just sync up, and then you'll have access to that channel. So I can give you a little better detailed instructions after, so I can't actually look at it while I'm live there. But if you click on this cogwheel and it's under one of the options there, it might be accessibility or integration or something like that. Like I said, a bunch of this is all blocked out because I'm live. Connections should be under connections. Yeah, I can't see it when I click on it because of the streamer mode setting. 1, 2, 3, 4. There he is. Wolf Chris, that's telling me player not found for that handle. And then Caliph, if you want to get in on one, I'll pick you up on the next one here. There we go. Okay, there he is. All right, what do we want to run? Let's do a defense starbase 1. I haven't done that in a while. And we'll just go on advanced. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but you'll change the difficulty and it won't show. It has been changed, but if you hover back over it, then it changes. It's kind of weird. All right, here we go. Justin, good to see you, man.
Listen up. The war has not been going well for the Federation, and the Klingons are advancing to our position.
Settings, connections, click YouTube, red button, pick account. Okay. Yeah, I know it's pretty straightforward. I just, it's been a long time since I had to do it.
Here they come.
I should have put that gravity well a little closer in to everybody. Oh no. I feel like the first phase of this is the hardest. All the little ships. Ship's too fast. I get used to it. Been flying the Tooth, which handles pretty good, but it's not as squirrely as this one. Stay away from those. That's an REA right there, waiting for you.
There's a break in incoming warp signatures. We may have a short amount of time before more arrive.
Let's talk about lunch, huh? I think I'm gonna do hamburgers for the kids. I was defrosting some steak, but I don't know if that's gonna be. I don't know if that's gonna be defrost in time. Maybe I'll turn lunch into, you know, like Brenner. You know, that's in between lunch and dinner, I think. I could really go for that with some like mashed potatoes. No food? No, it's food time, man. I'm starving. I haven't eaten today yet. I did have a little mini donut. I'm trying to stay away from that stuff, and they're small, you know. And I've done a good job at not eating like 4 since they're small, so it's okay. Oh, get away from it. Gotta watch out for those freaking torpedoes. Now you're hungry? Sorry, man. It's been in my mind the whole time, and I've been doing a good job at not saying anything, but I'm ready. Revenge for posting all the foodie pictures? Yeah. I always thought it was weird, like Discord servers that had like, not weird, but I don't know, like having the food channels and stuff. It's kind of like whatever, but like I love looking through that. Like last night, like I said, I was up late, and it was like, you know, we're doing our thing, and then I'm like, I'm going in and out of the kitchen, but I'm full. I've already had dinner, but I kept just still going in there, like, you know, what do I want? Every time I did a good job. Every time I was like, I don't want anything, because I'm not hungry. But Oh, something else that we probably should have talked about, at least during maybe the news. There hasn't been any official information about it, but it looks like bridge officers are messed up. And what I mean by that is the traits. So if we look at this guy here, he's a SRO. So he gives me an extra 2% critical chance, an extra 5% critical severity, and power recharge speed for cloaking. And from what I understand at the moment, those things are not actually applying to your stats. I think Augie's got a whole video talking about that. CasualSAB, I think, has a video where he talks about that as well, and a couple other subjects. And Augie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that you had said that it looked like Infiltrator was now working, so sounds like they're working on it, but it's not all fixed yet. If you're still there. No wonder damage is lame. Yeah, so especially if you're a Romulan captain, I mean, you're losing a lot of critical chance and critical severity. I read an advanced just pug run in my tooth. Was that last night? And it still did okay, but I could tell the difference. If you're running a build that like is built around that, like with Infiltrator and you're a Reman captain and stuff, I mean that'll break your build. That's a really specialty kind of a build, so I don't think it's as big of a deal for everybody. But the people that are built around those kinds of things, that's going to be a problem. Where's the lane? You've been looking for a nerf, not like that. You know, Stu, I think you're on to something though with the lazy boat, especially for live streaming. So you can give a little more attention to chat. GG's, guys. Still not getting you build folks. What do you get, or what do you lose with it by damage? Well, I think you're asking, so how does that affect your damage output? Lowering your critical chance, critical severity. Others, like I said, like with infiltrators, they're going to affect the amount of bonus damage you do when you come out of cloak, and how fast you can then recloak and reuse the abilities. There's quite a bit. And Augie, what did you say? Expensive Delta DOF seem to be working. I'm still not getting subterfuge, ambush bonuses though. Okay. And I don't remember what I'd have to switch ships to see if I'm being affected by the, because I can't remember what my crit chance and severity. Actually sitting pretty high. So I'm at 44 and 186. Let me switch out one of these operatives real quick. What did I say I was at? It looks like that did have an effect. I think I was at 44. So let me switch it back. 42. 44. So that seems to be working properly. And it doesn't seem to be multiple or stacking all the different variations of operative either. So it looks like they're kind of shadow fixing some of this stuff. 44, 188. Yep. Yeah, so it that is working. I wonder if it's just particular ones now, or is it all fixed? It's one of those things. It wasn't like announced that, hey, there's this known issue happening, and so there's been no follow-up that, hey, this known issue has been fixed, or anything about just that issue being fixed. So I know for a fact when I ran the tooth the other night, it definitely, my Romulan operatives were not giving me boosts. Missing 3%. Yeah, and it sounds like it's kind of hit or miss, because I know that the problem that they were trying to fix is that there's different versions of Romulan operative. So you have basic, you have just the medium one. I think it's just Romulan operative, and then you have superior Romulan operative, and so it scales these boosts that you get depending on what you have. So like the basic one, it's like 1% or something like that. And so what was happening is that if you had a superior Romulan operative on your ship, you were getting not just the superior bonuses, but you were getting the medium one and the basic one all stacked up. So you're getting like a whole ton extra. And I feel like that might have been happening for a while. So some of us may also be coming back and looking at, if it's a build or a ship we've been on for a while, and then coming back and looking at it and saying, this looks like it's not working. And it actually just being just the one stack for whatever version of it you have. It's going to be a lot more noticeable for Romulan captains, but so you can stack your entire roster with superior operatives. The cloak, yeah, Lord, the getting stuck in cloak bug is a bummer. Now, to be fair, there are a lot of times I just forget to decloak, but if that's the case, the surgical strike maybe become, okay, energy meta. All right, let's get another team together here. I did not take my boomer picture. Oh, it's still there. So I'm going to disband the team and then re-invite. Damn it, my phone's going to die. Let me use this phone. That phone's about to die too. Jesus. All right, Chrome, let me grab you and Kalith. Take section 31. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Okay, that is a full team. I can't read your name because it looks like it's in another language. Everybody's welcome to join, but we get quite a few that want to go. So generally, we just kind of pile up, and I'll pick randomly people. Or if you're a Discord if you're a YouTube member and your Discord and YouTube are connected, you can go to the YouTube members channel in Discord and request to join the team. You guys will get priority for that. Okay, which one do we want to do here? Not Swarm. I ran Swarm so many times over the last year, it's ridiculous. For doing like the supported runs, you know, where you have different different roles to play and stuff, a lot of the supporting side of it requires gamma gear, and there's no cooldown on Swarm, and so I've ran it so much, it's ridiculous. Let's do Cure Found. I really like that. And then once we get finished with this one, we'll have everybody just queue up for a Crystalline Catastrophe, because I think that takes up to 10, and we'll see how many we can get in there together. And I forgot what I was gonna say. And we'll kill the bad guys. There we go. All right, Cure. Need a second monitor, Wolf Chris? Yeah, it's I can't live without either a, you know, I need that much space. Gaming, content creating, I mean, like everything, right? Because even if we're just dicking around, you know, playing with friends, it's, you know, Discord up on one, you know, screen or one side of the screen, and then advanced, okay. Discord up, YouTube up, you know, playing a game, just having fun hanging out, or work or whatever. Like, it's just it's a must-have. All right, here we go. Time to test your ramming speed build. Do it. Whenever I hear ramming speed, all I can hear is Worf yelling that in First Contact, just before the Enterprise shows up. I should do my side nuker for this, but... See, there's a non-decloak meta, all right. I don't have the Adamant console on here. That would have been good. Turn around. I just forget there's a fail condition on this one. Oh, we still had one. Okay.
Warning, ship is under attack.
I don't know why I clicked that. I am out of position. Whew. I wasn't paying attention that time. Is my mouth open? I start concentrating. All right, GG's, guys. Little. Yeah. That from the wharf comment? Tough little ship. Right after ramming speed. Oh, these lights, man, on my eyes. It doesn't bother me at first, then like it hits me and I'm like, oh my god. Alex, the giveaway is in the Discord server. So let's go over that again. So if you come to the Discord server, go to the giveaway tab, and you'll just click on this icon right here. You'll have a chance to win a Tier 6 Infinity ship of your choice. So yeah, just head on over there, click on that. That will be pulled on the 22nd. All right. I'm gonna kick everybody from the team. Can I even do that? Just so you know as well, guys, if you're in a private group like this, if I were to click leave, I would leave and it would just be 4 of you. So if 3 of us did that and then just the 2 of you were left in there, you would not be able to team up with anybody else. So just make sure anytime you're in a private team, which we were for that particular group, go to the TFO tab, click on private, and then click on leave so you don't get stuck, you know, in one with somebody else while, you know, you're trying to do something different. It can be a little frustrating if you forget about that or if you didn't know about that. All right. All right, so we're going to do Crystalline Catastrophe on Advanced. We'll all wait for me to queue up, and then everybody that wants in, just go ahead and queue up on that. That'll take up to 10 of us in there, and that will finish us off for today. All right, I am queuing up now. Aaron, yes, that's correct. So the giveaway is happening in the Discord server for this week. Why? Did I not click that before? What the hell? So it looks like a bunch of other people did and went. I clicked it. General Washington, what's up, buddy? Can you talk about channel future plans? Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything major that I'm planning on changing or doing. I think at some point I'll probably start mixing in maybe some other games, but probably not anytime soon. I'll probably also be doing a little bit more on the demo record stuff. I really like, there's quite a few creators out there that do their like lore videos, where it'll be like about a certain ship and kind of its time in service or whatever, or it'll be, I don't know, about, you know, a particular battle and it goes through all the different stuff. I was thinking about doing something like that, but maybe about like a particular ship, but more kind of like a technical kind of overview. I'm not, I don't really have the voice to do, you know, kind of longer drawn out. I guess it's not even longer drawn out, but the, you know, the more story lore stuff. And I'd like to do something a little bit different than that. That's what sounds kind of fun to me. So there are other games in stow. Yeah. So those are kind of some things I'm just kind of thinking about, but that wouldn't entail any kind of major, change to the channel. Guys, and I don't know what happened. I clicked that button, and I'm going to go back and check this, right? Actually, I'm going to check it right now. I clicked that button, but it didn't cue me. And you guys definitely all went, because I'm still waiting. All right, I'm rewatching right now. Did I mess it up? Do I owe everybody an apology? Come on, click the button. Let me see. Click, it's checked, and I close the window. Got a friend request, click that. That's weird. Confirmed, I did click the button, but it didn't take me with you guys. I had to re-queue for it. Yeah, Chrome, so it's, now it's popping. It is, there's 10 in there, but there's basically like 2 instances of it. So it goes at the same time, and then at the end of it, it'll show you like what position you got in terms of the damage output and stuff. It's kind of weird. It's almost like the competitive ones where you're competing, but you only see 5 of you in there at a time. All right, well, I got to pop now. Yeah, and I confirmed it, guys. I checked that box. Features. Justin, how do I get there? To where we are? We're in Sol System number 3. There's the starbase, so if you were to come here and if there's room, you'll show up right over here by the ship docks. You just hang a left, head over. If you're talking about the TFO, you'll just have to queue up for it. Crystalline Catastrophe on Advanced. Yeah, cooldown, I know. I don't know what happened there, guys. Minute cooldown, that's right. Why is this stuff? Back up. You're too close. We're gonna nick myself. Am I still cloaked? I am, aren't I? Can't blame that one on the game. That was my fault. Come on, do it. One of these days we're going to do like a tank off and we'll see how close we can get and take the hit from that. Were you too slow to get away from it? It happens. Right, GG. Take those. Still quite a bit around. in the Kelvin timeline, Intel Cruiser. Dreadnought, not Cruiser. I love that chip. That's a good one. She's a beaut. That wave appears at 66% and 30%. Yeah, those ones normally go fairly quick. You used to be able to damage the crystalline entity while it was doing its absorption charge up, and people were killing it in the first wave. So now when it does the charge up, you can't damage it anymore. That was fun. Yeah, no, that was a good one. I like a lot of the TFOs have them, not all of them, but when there's different dynamics, so you got to damage it and then you got to get away. When it goes into that phase. Same thing with like gravity kills. That there's a lot of people that hate it, and sometimes I hate it. I mean, it depends if you random and people don't know what to do. It can be a pretty big bummer. Or the Zenkethi front, where you're having to pick up the bombs and go drop them off. There's some really good TFOs that take teamwork. You got to know how to do the different phases. It's more than just going in and blowing stuff up, which I like doing too, but it's nice to do stuff that's got a little more variety and a little more thought put into making sure that you're doing the right things. Oh, nice. Look at that. Look at that thing. We're all getting stung. You guys that have the ship already, how are you liking it? The winter event ship. Run away. Somebody had posted on one of the videos, I think it was one of the news ones talking about this, and they said something, it's stupid, but I just thought it was funny because I'm a little bit immature sometimes, but they were talking about if that ship damages you, then you're gonna have to pee on the damage in order to recover from it. You get yours in 3 days? Yeah, I think I got 4 days left on mine. Yes, did I say summer event again? Or winter event? I'm going to just start saying the event, and you guys will know. I said our winter event in the last video that I did. I immediately corrected myself, but... 6 days? Almost there. I missed a day or two. 5 days for you, Caliph. Maybe next week we'll do like we'll run some TFOs and like you have to be in that ship. Just for fun. 6 for you. It's coming up quick. We're getting near the end. I'll probably do a build video for it. Either a mission drop or, a free-to-play. Maybe a budget. We'll see. Kind of enjoyed that TFO. That are more than who does the most damage. Yeah. And some of those too, I mean, your build and stuff can still matter. Maybe not necessarily in, in the way of damage, but, sometimes control's important. Sometimes, having a cloak on your ship and, timing and using that properly, like in gravity kills, is real helpful. Dang, that means I have to build it. Maybe we just take them all in their stock and see what happens, huh? I did it every 24 hours, so Tuesday in the morning. Okay, nice. You're right on the ticker there, huh? I freely admit I still use broadside beams, Octobat. That's okay. I enjoy broadsiding. I enjoy the piloting of doing that, especially, and I also like to run a torpedo up front in those, so I really enjoy the piloting part of that, staying broadside, dipping the nose into fire. It just adds, a little bit more complexity to it, as opposed to, say, like a cannon scatter volley build where you just pull up and you're pointing, you're shooting, and then you're flying off. And there's there's complexities to that in it and of itself, you know, forward-facing builds and those kinds of things. But I enjoy flying the broadside. Nick, what's up, dude? All the way from a bus in Australia. Hope you're having a good day at work. Are we going to do another one? No, that's going to finish it up for me. Otherwise, I'm going to start chewing on my microphone here because I am starving. But I will confirm with you guys for Saturday. We'll probably do the colony sims, and we'll probably do a few TFOs just for fun as well. Maybe in between the KDF and the Fed side. Doing good so far? Awesome. Right now, since I'm spending time on the recent Delta recruit, trying to figure out a temporal build. For that, for the event ship. Chaser. I haven't given it much thought yet, how I'll put it together, just because I don't have it yet. But in the, in 4 days, so by next weekend, I'll put something together. I might do, like, maybe, it'll be one video, but maybe a couple different options, depending on, you know, if you're totally, you know, free to play or you're brand new, or maybe if you've put a little bit into the game, or, you know, done one of the events, or like the campaign events where you might have lobby, that kind of thing. We'll give some options. Still stuck between the inquiry for the event reward and the Donnie. It's a hard one. And really, I mean, it depends on what you like, right? Because there's easy answers if you're just chasing the absolute highest damage, you know. There's some that are, like, really good, like the Terran warship. It's an awesome, awesome ship, and the trade on it is awesome and good for everything. And you can make it look like, you know, a Donnie. That might be an option for you as well. I'll head back to Risa to get my dailies in one stream. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm going to eat, and then I'll probably log back in a little bit and do that. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Am I forgetting anything? I always end the stream, and I'm like, there's something I forgot, dang it. Check my notes. I actually have notes this time. Yep, everything on the notes, so I think we're good. All right, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Stay tuned for updates for the next video coming out and for next week's community stream on Saturday. I'll be live as normal on Sunday, and I'm hoping that it'll be on time at noon instead of 2 o'clock. It's 2 hours earlier than today's stream was. So if you haven't joined the Discord server, do that. Links down in the description. As I've said a few times, there's giveaways going in there, and there generally always is something going in there. This time it is a Infinity Tier 6 ship, which is awesome. Donated by Martin. Thank you, Martin, again. We appreciate you. All right, so next time, stay safe. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Martin, have a good one. Megla, 07s. Stu2001, have a good day, man. Caliph, have a good one. Crusher, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Lord, have a good one. Chrome Nuke, thanks again for the membership. Appreciate you. 07s. Assemble. I'm pretty sure I screwed this up last time, too. 07s, man. Have a good one. Dwayne, have a good day. Sovereign, have a good one, man. Have a good one, everyone. Appreciate you.